Good morning and welcome everyone. Hope you've got a little drink. So sipping the water rather than gulping it. Always everything in moderation until you don't. Anyway, so I have got rain here, which is lovely, and watering us and watering the garden and thinking about how we hydrate and how we've had to all think about that a lot in the last few weeks, keeping ourselves hydrated and properly nourished as well, because you don't really feel like actually eating too much in the heat, so we might need to step up our nutrition in the next few weeks. Hopefully it'll be cooler and we can make stew. Okay everyone, so here we go with a nice warm up, beginning with our fingers and our hands. I'm just rolling our fingers and gradually introducing the wrists, so turning the wrists and moving the fingers. So we start to really hone in on different parts of the body. So we'll keep that going and we'll add in the elbows, doing all three there, just a few of each, whatever you can to get the elbows moving. And we come to the shoulders, so rolling the shoulders just gently, do three. Then on the fourth one, we just hold that for a few seconds and bring it back. And we'll do that with the elbows, so hold it for a few seconds and release. And the wrists, hold it and release. And the fingers, hold it and release. So we're just taking the different elements of the body to another sort of like level that's not overstretching them, but we're just giving them a little bit of extra. So we'll do that again. So the shoulders back and just hold them there for a moment and release. Elbows up, hold it, release. Wrists, so you can go back or forwards, whichever one you want. Hold it and release. Fingers and release. So we'll start, go to the other end of the body and our toes. We'll just try to tap our toes inside of our shoes, or just wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes, and then just rotate. If you don't want to rotate, you can just twist the joint there, or rotate, whichever one comes easy. So there's a backwards and forwards rotation. That the movability of our foot structure is utterly amazing, and if you're sitting there in an idle moment, and any of you that have done physio for your feet will know that trying to sketch with your toe your name will just show you what the flexibility and variability of the moves are there. So just draw some letters. Dot the I. Okay, and that helps our knees as well. especially if you're sitting down and you're drawing these letters out, can you feel how that is actually affecting your knees and all of the nerves that come up through our knees from our spine. So we'll just do a little bit more for the knees. So just loosening them up a bit. And we'll move to the hips. So we'll just rock the hips backwards and forwards, rotate, whatever you can do there with those hips. Okay, and going back to the principles of the first warm-ups, so we're going to pull our feet in and stretch them out, pull them in, hold them for a few seconds and release. And we'll do the same with our ankles, so you can either stretch that way or stretch up, hold it for a few seconds, do the both if you want, hold them for a few seconds, toe up and point. Okay, and the knees as well, so we can hold it in that position and release, hold it in that position and release. And then for the knees as well, we can step back and then you might need to hold on, and with your other foot, so we're from here, so we step back, lean back and just lean into the back foot there, front foot elevated. To the other side, step back, lean back and stretch this tendon and structure behind the knee there. That's a really good one if you can do all of these a few times a day. And then the hips, we'll just roll them over to one side, hold it, roll it back, hold it on the other side, roll it in, hold, roll it the other way, hold. So stretching all of the we've done the arms and we've done the legs, and we're going to do the spine and the neck now. So with our feet in Wuji, just drop your head so that your chin is on your chest, and then we begin a rotation. So go as if you are looking up to the left and then across the top, all the way down the wall on the right, to the seat, to the ground, chin to chest, and up the other way. So chin to chest, rotate to the right, look all up the wall, across the ceiling, down the wall on the other side, to the ground, hold and then release. And we'll do the spine and the neck at the back. So just loosely, just lean back a little bit, and you can look forwards, or if you feel like your neck is okay in that position, you can look back. But we're looking for an arch in the spine, just a little movement in the spine, back to neutral. We'll do another one, back to neutral. So just watch yourself if you want to look forwards or look up. And then the other way. So we just feet are in Wuji, hands in front of us, and then just gently just let the hands drop forward. So we are very loosely bending forwards. I'm just going to do that 3 times. Stand up, look around the room, make sure you're okay, And then have another go. So just very loosely bending the spine. And as you build that up, you can actually hold that for more and more seconds as you build up the strength and let all the tendons stretch a little bit. Maybe not too much for the first few days that you do it. Okay, so we're going to do all of those exercises now with a stretch and a hold. So the neck first, so a stretch and a hold, and come back to neutral. A stretch and hold, come back to neutral. And then just do it on the sides as well, so a stretch and hold, just looking over your arm or your shoulder, back to neutral, and just your head turning, keeping your shoulders forward, stretch and hold, back to neutral. And then we do it on our spine as well, so stretch and hold, and back to neutral, stretch and back to neutral. Okay, give it all a nice shake out. Give it all a nice shake out. Skeleton shake. So I'm going to begin today with everyday 4, coming back to that. So everyday 4, once you've warmed up, this is what I like people to just start with this as a little routine, and it only takes a couple of minutes. So number 1, you do 10 or 12 soft breaths, and you can do it with your hands guiding you, or you can just do it with your body just coming up and down. So we're going to do 10 to 12, just depends how your body is feeling. So we're trying to really feel like the air is coming into the lungs and then softly out through your mouth or nose, and imagine the breath going down to the ground through your feet. So no big breaths here, we're just going to actually keep the breath shallow, slender, soft. So we are guiding the breath enough. You can do this sitting down as well if you want to. You can keep still. You can have a much shorter length of breath. Just working the breath. Visualize that breath coming up from the ground and into your body. And then coming out again. And as we come to over halfway with this exercise, and just clear your mind, just breathe. just stand for a moment in Wu Qi. So that's the first everyday for everyday. Brain dead. Second set is a fluid movement. So you can choose to do whatever movement you like, just make it fluid. And some of the turning and twistings there, nice and fluid. So we're just going to do that. You can go up and do figure of 8, just allowing your feet to just lift gently. So a nice fluid movement, and that might be walking just very slowly, just stepping as it were, and feeling the pressure differently on your feet. And I'm purposely doing this in my bare feet. You don't have to. You can still just concentrate on the feet moving. Just doing that for a minute or so. I didn't check the time anyway. A little while. And then number 3 is an intricate movement. So you can choose an intricate movement that you know, or with me, I'm going to do parting the wild horse's mane with a step. So anti-clockwise with the left hand, anti-clockwise with the right hand, and join palms down together, and then leaning into the right hand side, we step to the left, step with the left, and make a stretch, retreat, and step back into Wu Qi, this time with the left hand on top. Lean to the left, just going to step with the right foot, lean forward and stretch, turn the hands to face each other and squash as you step back. Really allow your brain to go into this movement by tracing or giving a dialogue from your brain into your body parts. Doesn't matter if you forget a bit. Just keep going on the intricate movement. Maybe for the last couple, just slow it down, really, really slow motion. And come to a halt. And number 4 is purely and simply just to stand in Wu Qi. So feet are hip distance apart, comfortable on the floor, and just give yourself a little press down into your feet. So it doesn't have to be overly pressed, but just sink the weight a tiny bit. And relax the shoulders and just let your hands just droop in front of you. If you don't feel comfortable with the hands there, you can just cross them gently. So Wu Ji, thought of no thought. Close your eyes or gaze in front of you. So there's not really any movement here, it's a stillness. And if you feel uncomfortable, then just come out of that movement for a moment and then go back in. So we want to try to encourage ourselves to take on this stillness. You can still feel the breath and feel the energy within you and feel motivated. So do that for a minute or so, and then you have there 4 every day, and hopefully that will, I'll put some notes on if people would like. Okay, coming, sorry, drink. So Shalasha set 2 begins with regulating the Qi, and we lift some air above our heads, body is at full height, and we turn our hands, palms forward, and then sink the Qi down. Turn the hands, lift the air, full height. Turn the hands forward, push down, sink the air. And you can go further if you want to. So regulating the Qi, simple exercise, especially if you find it hard to keep still. You then use these repetitive movements to guide the mind to soften. Relax the shoulders and just take a few moments to soften. Try to soften. Of course, we are keeping that tension and that feeling in our lower dantian. We try to maintain that as a tension when we first begin to practice, or for quite a few years. And then eventually it just becomes a focus point, and the tension, we don't feel it as a tension anymore or pulling of the muscles, we just feel it as a place in the body. Just give it a place, regulating the Qi. The second movement is called moving the Qi along the microcosmic orbit. So we want to give our minds some clues about how energy can move, how when you, I mean it's all far too like physics for me, but if you push with your hand, that energy that you've created is, when it makes contact, then that's where the energy lands, if you like. So with moving this energy within us, what we're trying to do is just focus on that energy and let the body, the brain, just let the brain use it. So again, going back to last week where we're having these conscious thoughts of how we can change, how we can bring up the physical levels of our body. So with moving the Qi along the microcosmic orbit, so we begin with our prayer hands pointing down, and breathe in, breathe out. Then we bring our hands up as we breathe in, bring our body up, and as we breathe out, we make a kind of a circle in front of us, which ends up underneath the lower dantian. So we go up to here, over the top and down. At the same time, of course, our body is coming up to full height, and we start the breath out, make the circle, and as the breath sinks, you guide it down. So take the breath in gently through your nose, pause there slightly, and then follow a circle down to below lower dantian. The body is rising and falling. We seek to connect our physical movement to this internal energy, this internal wheel of energy. It's our heart, it's our lungs, it's the blood, the lymph. These are our internal Qi, our internal energies. And pause. Oh, sorry about the coughing. Okay, so that's number 1 and number 2. Number 3 is one that you're all quite familiar with because I do it quite a lot, and it is the wind blowing in the willows. So we begin by putting the weight onto the right leg, lifting the left leg, and going into the bow or the bow stance and forward. And then throughout the movement, we are bringing the legs forwards, always keeping our heel contact on the ground both ways, our heels, and we're pressing that into the ground. We do the other side. So this is the foot movement, as it were. We're just stretching. How wonderful, we are stretching all of the ligaments at the back of the knee, and that will give us this advantage of conditioning of the knees. Very gentle, very gentle. But don't be harsh with yourself, don't be harsh with your breath, keep it soft and keep this movement soft, and that's where the slow motion comes in as well. So I think I'm going to, we've got 2 more minutes on this side as far as I can gather. So with that in mind, we lift to the left. And then as the body goes back, we rotate this and we lift and separate with the hands, and they rotate within that movement as well. And finally, the rotation of the neck and the upper body. So we are doing a super stretch one way, coming back the other, using your eyes, gaze all around the room. And just before we go, we'll just do the other side. So from Wuji, weight onto the left, stepping to the right and forward, lift left hand and look over your shoulder to the right, and then twisting your arms, and then the other way. as the body weight goes back, twisting the body, twisting the neck, twisting the arms, and the knees are also getting a bit of a twist there, just a very gentle twist. And if you find that twist a bit too much, then just make your step out a little smaller. Okay, so bye bye to some people that are going off, and I have got the video on, so hopefully you can watch it later. Okay, bye for now.